Brock Lesnar, the Beast, the next big thing, the Beast Incarnate, the Conqueror, reigning defending undisputed heavyweight champion, the Milkman, the Cowboy, the Farmer, the Ultimate Farmer, Mr. I can drink milk faster than you, Cow Rider. Brock Lesnar had a lot of great matches in the WWE since 2012. I mean, some were good, some were disappointing, and some were absolutely amazing. In this video, we're gonna rank all of them, but we're only going to talk about Brock Lesnar's matches since his 2012 return. We're not gonna talk about the innocent naive farmer, we're gonna talk about the ultimate farmer. So the first match is Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 32. The most, I would say, disappointing match in Brock Lesnar's career. Of course, we got some matches that we didn't care about, but there's a difference between a match you don't care about and a match you put a lot of expectations into and it just doesn't deliver on a next level. So basically, we thought we're gonna get these extreme, weapons like a chainsaw, and we actually saw Dean Ambrose getting the chainsaw. But they never used any of these. Dean Ambrose wanted to make this match look good. Brock Lesnar didn't care. He's not a fan of Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley. So, I cannot blame Lesnar. He always knows why. I don't know why. He knows why. So I'm gonna put this match, at D. This was horrible. Way too high expectations. This match, on the other hand, Survivor Series 2017 might be the best Brock Lesnar match since his 2012 return. This was absolutely unbelievable, and this is the match I realized how good Brock Lesnar still is in the ring. Because I forgot, we saw these matches and it felt the same. And I was like, okay, this is disappointing. Maybe Brock Lesnar should leave. But this match right here, I remember people talking, if Brock Lesnar cares about his opponent, if he wants this match to be good, this match is gonna be good. The same way he treats milk. If he's in a good mood, the milk is gonna be absolutely luscious, But if he doesn't care, it's gonna be a bit bitter. Still the best milk in the business, but not the same. I'm gonna put this match at S. Very good. Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30. This is the match that ended The Undertaker's streak. The build was okay. The match itself was, it was one of these matches that didn't really need a lot of moves, because at the end of the day, you're watching Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. So you don't even care that much. It was an attraction already. So, you know what? I'm gonna talk about the moment as well. Even though the match was bad, Undertaker suffered the concussion, the moment was unbelievable. Still one of the best moments in the WWE history. Depends on the way you look at it. I'm not saying it was a right result or a wrong result, but it was shocking. After Brock Lesnar wins, there's no music. Not a single fan talking, just a bunch of shocked faces. I still watch this moment from time to time. I'm gonna put it at, because of the moment, at A. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but whatever, I still think it's one of the most memorable wrestling matches of all time. Just because of the moment. Brock Lesnar versus Triple H. I didn't care about this one that much, and that was the first Brock Lesnar WrestleMania match since returning to the WWE. It wasn't bad by any means, but I just remember Brock Lesnar screaming, and I remember Brock Lesnar getting pedigreed on steel steps. Here's how I'll rank these matches. It has to be a good match, it has to have a good finish, it has to have the right finish, the right result, and this one, well, the match was okay, the result was horrible. Dude, I'm gonna put it at C. Imagine bringing back Brock Lesnar and making him lose at WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar versus The Big Show. If I remember that correctly, the match didn't even happen. We got a bunch of steel chair shots and The Big Show was out. And yeah, I'm gonna put it at D. This is actually another. I'm gonna put it at S. One of the best Brock Lesnar's matches. A triple threat match at Royal Rumble. Lesnar, Cena, Seth Rollins. Brock Lesnar obviously won the match, but John Cena was great in this match. Brock Lesnar was like always, absolutely wonderful, just wonderful. And Seth Rollins, man, the addition of Seth Rollins in this match was great. One of my favorite Brock Lesnar's matches. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 31. We can all agree this was good. Another S. I know. It was still great. It felt big. And the match itself was great. Hard hitting. I believe we got blood. I think we did. And the match itself, like I said, hard hitting. Better than expected. We didn't care about this match, but once we got that match, I was like, okay, this is not that bad. And then we got Seth Rollins interfering with the Money in the Bank, cashing in, winning the championship. The moment the match, I believe it was one of the better WrestleMania main events in recent history, and WrestleMania itself is actually very underrated. Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. Yeah, big guy picks up Brock picks up the big. Horrible. D. No. Don't you even think about it. D. Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar. I'm gonna put it at B. People hate this. So, again, the match itself was bad. Just a finisher after finisher, a finisher on the announce table. But the finish itself... I mean, first of all, it's Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar. I'm already excited. The first time ever. But we got Brock Lesnar beating the living crap out of Randy Orton. We got blood. And this match is memorable. So, it wasn't great, but I liked it. It depends on whether I liked it or not. And I did. Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. So this is the match at Survivor Series that ended in a minute, in under 2 minutes. It's hard to rank these type of matches. The moment itself, looking back, at first I hated it. Now looking back, what a story. What a story. I'm gonna put it at B. You can see these matches are kind of similar because I like storytelling. You know, it doesn't have to be great wrestling all the time. And as you can see, it's in the middle. So then we got this match. I believe it's the same. It wasn't really a long match. It was just a curb stomp after curb stomp, and Seth Rollins wins the match. What a great moment. Finally, Brock Lesnar is not Universal Champion anymore. Yay. Great stuff. What happened later, let's not talk about it, but the moment itself was awesome. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. I don't even remember this match, if I'm being honest. I remember Roman Reigns winning, but at this point we got so tired of this story we didn't even care anymore. All these matches in Saudi, and now this WrestleMania matches. This actually happened after WrestleMania, and the moment itself was finally just that. This rivalry is over finally. I'm gonna put it at C. It wasn't horrible, but you know. Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar. This is an easy one. S. Another great match. There's something about Brock Lesnar and Survivor Series matches. I believe Brock Lesnar was happy about his performance against AJ Styles, and he possibly likes Daniel Bryan. You know, Daniel Bryan is kind of a farmer too, and I believe there's this certain energy when we get these two in the ring. You know, Daniel Bryan is a vegan. He likes to grow things. Brock Lesnar eats animals. Just whole animals. I'm pretty sure about that. I don't even know. But he's a farmer, and they have a lot in common. So, that's why he wanted to have a great match with Daniel Bryan. There's this farmer chemistry. This match was great. I don't know if it was better than AJ Styles' one, but it was great. Daniel Bryan was dominant in the match, but he still lost. He was a heel, which was kind of weird, but it worked. This was one of the best Brock Lesnar's matches. Brock Lesnar versus Triple H at SummerSlam. I believe this happened later, and I could be wrong. I think Brock Lesnar won. Let me Google that. Yeah, it happened before the WrestleMania match, and this one Brock Lesnar won. It has a right result, but I mean, I don't remember the match. I'm gonna put it at C, I guess. Brock Lesnar won. And I guess the story is, yes, he won the SummerSlam match, but then he lost the WrestleMania match. And I get it, in a way. But then again, it's Brock Lesnar. He shouldn't lose at WrestleMania. You have another match? I remember this one. That was possibly the last one, right? Maybe I was a bit too harsh on this. I mean, in this one, Brock Lesnar won. So it's 2-1 in Brock Lesnar's favor. And then again, it was Brock Lesnar's WrestleMania return. I don't think he should have lost. Anyway, I'm gonna put it at... I believe it was a decent match. I'm gonna put it at C. There's something about Brock Lesnar versus Triple H. I don't know. It just wasn't memorable. The most memorable thing about this rivalry was Brock Lesnar breaking Triple H's arm on Raw. That's like the highlight for me. So, Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. Which match happened first? This one or this one? Man, I don't even remember. I remember this one having a weird ass finish. I'm gonna put it at C. I mean, I wanted to see a rematch, but it was like, okay, Undertaker won, but by cheating. Something happened. It was a referee's mistake. I don't even remember, but I think he kicked Brock Lesnar in the balls, and that's how he won. Oh, come on, really? And then in this one, we got the ring being exposed. And it wasn't that bad. It was a Hell in a Cell match in which Undertaker lost when Brock Lesnar did the same. Into the ball, into cojones. So I'm gonna put it at B. It wasn't that bad. As you can see so far, these are my favorites. This is close. These are good. These are okay. These are bad. Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar. So much potential, so bad. Like, we expected so much more. It was your typical Brock Lesnar match during that time. F5, I win. That's it. Yeah, I didn't like it. Universal Championship, Royal Rumble, Lesnar versus Finn Balor. It was great. I'm gonna put it at A, better than expected. We got Finn Balor beating the living crap out of Brock Lesnar in this match, which was weird. And at some point, I was like, okay, is he gonna win the championship? Like, I knew he's not gonna win the title, but they still made me kind of believe that it's possible. I remember it being a pretty good match. This was, again, when you have Strowman and Lesnar in the ring, yeah. I believe this is the match where the highlight was Brock Lesnar punching or kicking Braun Strowman for real. Punching, because Strowman accidentally kicked Lesnar or something. It happened at Royal Rumble. Really? Kane versus Lesnar versus Strowman? Get out of here. Lesnar versus Reigns at WrestleMania. D. Dude, people booed the crap out of this match. It was so pushed down our throats. Nobody cared anymore. People wanted to move on from this match a long ass time ago. Horrible, horrible stuff. Again, horrible. So many bad matches, man. So many bad matches. And for obvious reasons, the matches itself were pretty mediocre. And the moments, the excitement just wasn't there. So this was basically when I think we got spear through the cage, but Roman still retained. Yeah. Lesnar versus CM Punk. The story was great, the match was great, and Brock Lesnar won. Everything was just fine about this one. I'm gonna put it at A. Lovely stuff. This was, I think that's when he got betrayed by Paul Heyman. I'm not sure. Again, just horrible stuff. Horrible stuff for the vacant Universal Championship. Lesnar won. This completely ruined Braun Strowman. Horrible. This was, yeah, that was the highlight of the show, I think. I'm gonna put it at A. I was so uninterested in this match, but it was so good. Brock Lesnar retained that. That was great. Lots of chaos. I remember it being very good. WWE Championship match, Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. In this one, Brock Lesnar just squashed Cena and won both championships. Again, I'm gonna put it at B. As you can see, these are mostly moments, stories. This was at Fastlane triple threat match. Very unneeded, very unnecessary. I'm gonna put it at B. It was pretty okay. Battleground, Rollins versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. In this one, we didn't get a finish because when Brock Lesnar was pinning Seth Rollins, we got the Undertaker. So, yeah, I'm gonna put it at C. Didn't care about this one that much. The Universal Championship at SummerSlam. Good match. But at this point, people didn't even want Seth Rollins to win the championship again because he was a boring champion. I'm gonna put it at B. I'm gonna put it at C. I just didn't care, man, at all. Wasn't even happy about the finish. This match, okay, dude. Wow, what a great match. That was the first Brock Lesnar match since his WWE return. S. I remember that was the first time ever when I asked myself, Is this match a little bit real? Are there real elements in this match? For me, in 2012, it looked like the realest wrestling match I have ever seen. And maybe some punches were real. I don't know. I remember it being absolutely amazing, one of my most rewatched matches. But the finish was bad, just horrible. Why would you? Cena won, really, in Brock Lesnar's return. Horrible stuff. But the match itself was great. Then we have the last match. The match is Universal Championship at Wrestlemania. People didn't have high expectations after the Survivor Series match. People knew Goldberg was limited because before this match, every match Goldberg had, it ended in one spear. And that was basically it. So people were like, okay, this is gonna be horrible. Lesnar is gonna win the championship in like 20 seconds. But no, it was actually an attraction match, first of all. That was the only reason this match was exciting. And it was a better match than expected. I was actually surprised by it. I think it delivered. I'm gonna put it at B. So these are the best Brock Lesnar's matches, moments, finishes, whatever, since his WWE 2012 return. So let me know your favorites and least favorites in the comments below. The great one, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.